Charlsie and welcome back to my kitchen, and I'm so excited to show you this 5-ingredient meatball recipe. And this is perfect for you to take to holiday parties, to serve for dinner. It's just very, very versatile, and I'm gonna also show you how to freeze them. So let's get started. We're going to start with ground meat. I've got this grass-fed, grass-finished. This is an 85% lean. I really like 80-20, but this is what I had in the freezer. So I'm doubling this recipe, and that's a testament to how good these things are. We go through them. So it should make about 48 meatballs. Now, so that's ingredient one, your ground chuck or ground meat. Beef, pork rinds. You're going to send these through your food processor, or you can throw them in a plastic Ziploc, zip it up for sure, and you can just bang it down with a rolling pin and make your own. But I threw them in the food processor, so it's about a cup. Next, we're going to add 2 eggs. So I like to break my eggs in a clear bowl because you can really see, hey, is there any shell in there? So we'll add that up, or add that in. So that's ingredient 3. So we've got ground meat, pork rinds, eggs. Ingredient 4, bacon. So you want to use real bacon crumbles. And this is actually 6 slices because they really add so much to the meatballs. You don't have to use that much if you don't want to. It's okay. And ingredient 5, your favorite cheese. I love this Tillamook triple cheddar blend. I'm gonna use a whole bag. If you're making half, of course you only use 4 ounces, but this is 8 ounces of cheese. Now I'm gonna add in my spices. You could just stop here. You wouldn't have to add anything, but I definitely want to salt this with Redmond's salt because it brings out the flavor. So generous, be generous. I'm gonna kind of flip this over because I want to get all of that ground meat salted. So probably a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. You can just season to your lightness of a damp paper towel, because this is a messy dish. If you don't like getting your hands in there, get yourself some little gloves to use. Smoked paprika, I would use at least, and we'll measure, just if I can get it open, we'll measure this just for the sake of you being able to follow the recipe. But I'm going to do a generous teaspoon because I like the flavor. Again, you can just add whatever spices that you like. Onion powder. I'm just going to go right into my hand with this, at least about ½ a teaspoon. Onion powder can be a little bit strong, so keep that in mind when you're using it. And then finally, I've got garlic powder, and I don't have a whole lot left in here. It looks like maybe ½ a teaspoon or a teaspoon. I'm just going to use it all because we like garlic over here. Now, so you got your seasonings done and hands in, so make sure you've got something damp to wipe your hands off with. And we're just going to start forming or mixing this up. And with beef, you know this, I'm preaching to the choir, but you don't want to overwork it because it'll make them kind of stiff. But I absolutely love these. And, you know, I was thinking, what could I show you how to make? Because everybody's going to family gatherings, parties. And if you want to take something healthy, this is it. So we've got it mixed up pretty well. And then I'm going to show you how to form your meatballs, and then we're going to go off camera and do it because 48 meatballs is going to take a little while to get that done. So I'm going to use my smallest cookie scoop to make the meatballs so they'll be consistent in size. So I'm going to scoop out meatball. I'm going to wet my hand. That's a little trick that I learned from another chef, and so it doesn't stick. So you kind of just roll it around. Nothing sticks to your hand. Place it on the tray. So we're going to make 48 of these, and meanwhile I've got my oven preheating to 400 degrees. We will put them in, once they're formed, I'm going to put them in the oven for 15 minutes. The ones that I don't want to cook today, which will be more than half, I'm actually going to lay them out on parchment paper on a cookie sheet and put them in my freezer just like this for a couple of hours until they're hard. And then I'll put them in my food saver bags to cook in the future. And I usually just divide them up by 8. So I'll have, you know, multiple bags of 8. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. We're going to get all of these rolled out and show you what they look like. Here is the first tray ready to go into our preheated oven. And you can see they're all laid out on the parchment. There's 20 meatballs here. So I'm going to bake all of these because we'll eat them. I do want to show you with the parchment paper, I do like to have a little bit of a lip on it because this is going to make some grease. And those of you that might be thinking, well, what about all that cheese? Some of this cheese just melts down onto the parchment and it kind of becomes a little bit crusty. Oh, that is the best part. So I'm going to pop these into the oven for 15 minutes and I will show you the finished product. So here are our cheesy, bacony meatballs fresh out of the oven. I do need to make a correction. You do need to cook them for 20 minutes, not 15, for them to come out like this. And let me just show you. See how that cheese just lets go. And I think if I was going to a party, I would serve them like just to put a toothpick in it, like that, and serve them like this. So I promise you, once you make these and try them, they will be in your rotation. I mean, I make them every week. They are keto friendly and carnivore friendly, unless you're not doing dairy. But definitely a very fun thing, easy, very few ingredients, and that's actually my lunch. I'm gonna eat those for lunch. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you like this kind of recipe. And we'll keep cooking with me. Leave your comments below. I can't wait to hear what you think of this one. And try it and let me know. I know you're going to love them. So I will see you again next week.